Friends, welcome. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. The skits have been very, very bony. Very, very bony. The skits have been very, very bony these days. And I'm not talking about as bony as Amber's neck. You know what I mean? Because, God forbid, we're talking about the clavicle these days. Apparently, the clavicle has become, me not know, a hit. I didn't know that, Amber's bony neck would have made anything at all. But apparently, that's what we're talking about these days. Amber's bony neck. I mean, O'Neal probably bonier than Amber right now. And you know what I mean? We're not talking we're talking about nonsense right now. At this point in time, we're talking about nonsense. But there's a couple topics running. There's a couple topics running that we possibly can discuss. So there is a couple topics running that we possibly can discuss. Have you already hit the like button? Did you hit the like button, guys? If you haven't, go ahead. While me do a little roll call, and me just make sure I acknowledge people who are here. Ocean Baby, welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for being early. Angela Atkinson, thank you very much for being to the chat. David, welcome to the chat. John Green, welcome to the chat. Goddess, that Willie, welcome to the chat. I know Goddess London is here. Mommy's here. Welcome to the chat, Mommy. Steffi, welcome to the chat. Who else is here? Who else is here? Cheryl, welcome to the chat. Karen, welcome to the chat. Angela Ross, welcome to the chat. Gwen, welcome to the chat. One Journey, welcome to the chat. Marcia, welcome to the chat. Angela Powell, welcome to the chat. Let's see. Who else we have on the chat today? Who else do we have on the chat? Who else do we have? Is that Karida? Welcome to the chat, Karida. Soul Dash, welcome to the chat. Almaz, welcome to the chat. There we go. All right. And is that Choi? Welcome to the chat. Donna, welcome to the chat as well. I think I see Donna's name. Antoinette, welcome to the chat. All right, so they haven't been giving us anything too much to watch these days. It's really tough. I mean, they give us some stuff, but yeah, it's like we're seeing just about the same kind of plays as well when it comes to Angelina and Shayla and them. So I think I want to go a different route as to the topics they're discussing. And we can discuss the topic. That's fine. We can discuss the topic of what they're discussing. So, I mean, let's first tackle this nonsense last night of Anthony just basically not telling Amber what, how much he make. Basically not telling Amber how much he made. Right? All of a sudden, he don't really want to tell Amber how much he make. Moderators, thank you very much for keeping the channel clean. And thank you very much to those who support the channel here. Thank you very, very much. One and all, thank you very much for that. Rico DIY, welcome to the chat. I think I saw your name just now. It's a bunch of recycles. I think Wayne may be working on it, but he's just not there yet. Monique, welcome to the chat. Charlene, welcome to the chat.
I want to say 7 figures. 7 figures, yeah.
Around 7 figures. I mean, 7 figures could be what? So you sold it for $1 million? I mean,
$1 million is 7 figures. I mean, seven figures.
Right, but 2 million 7 figures, 3 million 7 figures, 4 million 7 figures. How many 7 figures are we talking about?
Wow.
What?
That right there.
All right, so this was just weird. They say the same thing every day. This was just weird because it felt like it feels like Amber has gone naive again, right? It seems like they've turned Amber back into naive Amber. Maybe it's just me, but it feel like that's what them do. Them turn her back into naive Amber, or maybe O'Neal not sure. Maybe O'Neal know what's going on, and you know what I mean, I'm not privy to what's happening. So maybe it's just me. It feel like a distraction. It feel like something else going on. I agree with y'all, right? So maybe, and let me ask the question to y'all guys. All right, let me ask you, would you tell No, that's not the question. Do you tell your spouse how much money you make? So some people were in the chat last night and they were saying, well, only the truth is you don't really want to be telling people what you make, right? Some people were saying this. Jeremy, welcome to the chat. Dorothy, welcome to the chat. Some people were saying you shouldn't tell your spouse how much you make. Donna, welcome to the chat. So, work with me here, people. Let me ask you a question. Do you tell your spouse how much your money you make? Does your spouse know how much money you make? You're married. And your wife or your husband ask you how much you make. Do they know how much you make? Teresa, welcome to the chat. Monique said no. I understand if you're not married, I understand. If you're not married and the man just knew, then I understand that. Ira, welcome to the chat. Ira said yes. Alma said yes. Dorothy said yes. Master manipulator. Monique said she's not married, so no. Carida, what you said? I'm married and we don't tell how much we make. Carida says no. Honesty is the best policy in marriage. That's what Mommy said. Mommy said honesty is the best policy in marriage. Sometimes. One flesh, one house. I think they should know how much you make, but I need to hear from y'all. It's going to be a surprise. Fatima, welcome to the chat. Billy, welcome to the chat. Billy Bradshaw. Charmaine, welcome to the chat. Someone asked her that same question on the live and she just doing her job, and Brittany and Dalen will have something to will be something to look out for. I'm not married. If he was trustworthy. Carl said if he was trustworthy. Your spouse trustworthy. Guys, don't think of any shady spouse. Your spouse is not shady. Let me ask the question again. If you have a good spouse, if you have a good spouse, come on guys, if you're not a good spouse, then you shouldn't have good spouse. Would you tell them how much you make? That is the question. Do you tell them what you make? Don't think about bad spouse thing. We're not talking about Anthony. In general. Steph Lee, you got your book today? From Bahamas. Thank you very much, Steph Lee. I'm glad you got your book. Steffi said she got her book. Steffi got her book. Read the book, Steffi, and tell me what you think. I'm supposed to do a book discussion because David asked me. David has asked me to do a book discussion and I need to do it. Charles said, but she needs to go to the party. Outside for her sister to be with her, be with her in the party. Outside, my friend. Outside. So Charles said she needs to go outside. If you don't trust your spouse, the marriage doomed. Mommy, you're correct. If you don't trust your spouse, the marriage is doomed. We're discussing the topic. Jackia says, yes, she would tell her spouse. Yes. Yes, then I would tell them that we would work together to achieve our life goals. People say yes. So maybe the question is, why wouldn't you tell your spouse? Why wouldn't you tell your spouse? Why wouldn't you tell your spouse how much you make? Talk to me here, so guys. Why you wouldn't tell your spouse? Cleopatra, welcome to the chat. Kendra, welcome to the chat. Karen, welcome to the chat. John Green said married 36 years, and John Green said, my wife never knew how much I made. But when she asked, whatever she asked, she got. Maybe I'm reading this one too much, so I have to ask some questions. Me have to ask question with this one. Why not? Monique says she not trust anybody except God. Angela Atkinson says she's never asked her husband how much he make. I don't tell him how much I make. Ivan says him up to some game because the mere fact that he's not willing to tell her how much it is, something up. Yeah, married for 33 years and we both know what each other makes. Ocean Baby said that. And I'm doing that, no joint account. We never discuss money because all the bills are paid and the money savings and money in the savings account. Some people can't be trusted. My wife does the income taxes. Billy said him wife do the income taxes, so she gonna know much. Him gonna know much she make. K, welcome to the chat, K. We have discussed the topic, K, of you're just joining us, K. The topic is, would you tell your spouse how much money you make? Why you not tell him? Why you can't tell him or her? Why can't you tell your spouse how much you make? Why? Only we have 3 accounts. 1 main deposit, 2 each individual with 20%, and the third account is the bill pay account. I like that. One journey said she's broken it up, then break it up certain ways. How do you do your taxes as a married couple? How you do it? You can do your taxes as a married couple. That's a good question. How you do your taxes as a married couple? You just do it as a married couple. You say file married. We have to put in you gotta put everything in there. Angela Paul, what you say? Angela Paul says, if you're working together as a husband and wife, why not share? I agree with that too, but some people seem to feel that maybe you should keep that separate. Caroline says, yes, because he's my spouse for 40 years. Yes, family financial planning. Here's what I tend to find. I find say, when you start hiding the bills, when you start hiding monies, you tend to also hide debt. This is how I realize. When you hide money, you tend to also hide debt. I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong. I ask the question. When you start hiding money, then you start to hide debt. That's the thing. Let me ask y'all that question. When you hide money, you tend to start hiding debt. So all of a sudden, you're probably $5,000 or $6,000 in the hole and you start hiding that too. I could be wrong, but I'm asking a question. Once you start hide money, you start hide debt. You see what I talk about? That's why you need to know the finances them. Sometimes David, you can file married filing separate. If both of them have different kids, you can file married filing separate and you tend to can file head of household. Depending on what it is, I think you have a way you can file head of household. So that's why some people have different situations based on them tax expert. That's why some of the people are saying that. How you file it together, you can file married, filing jointly. If you think it's beneficial, or you can file it together. You just will have to consult your CPA and see what they're recommending for your situation. You might make too much money. So if you and your wife put the thing together, it no work certain ways versus if y'all do it separate. What I tend to find though is that when people start hiding how much money they make, them also hide whole heap of debt too. So them have whole heap of credit card and them not tell you how much credit card them have. Okay, I see what you're saying. If you're filing as a married couple, but I don't think Amber and Anthony probably would file married jointly. I don't think they would do that. I think they would file separately. But I know what you mean, David. I understand what you mean. If you're married, if you're filing jointly, then yes, sure, you're going to know. But a lot of people are advised not to file jointly. Some people don't file jointly. Let me see what y'all are saying. Them don't file jointly because them afraid of what's going on. So that's my take on this entire thing of why. That's something I like about the whole idea of when you're not really. I'm not saying I need to know every single solitary thing or every money you spend or whatever it is, but I need to have an idea as to what's going on. Or you're going to be $5,000 and $6,000 in the hole, and then all of a sudden, some debt collector knocking at the door. I'm going to have to deal with it. But I understand what you mean, David. What you're saying is if they file jointly, then they must know how much each other make. I think I get your point, David. The point is if the married couple is filing jointly, then they must know how much each other makes. Fifty step, if you're just coming in, we are discussing the topics that I'm going to bring in the skits then. So one of the topics in the skit is, would you allow your spouse to know how much you make? Right now, Anthony's playing the game of not telling Amber how much he's making. And we're discussing that. That's where we are right now. That's fine, David. I understand you. Am I not understanding what you're saying? David, tell me what I miss. David, tell me what I miss. What I understand from what I think you're saying, David, when you say that, how do you file? The question was that you're asking is, here's the question you're asking me. The question is, only my point is if you're filing as a married couple, you have to know how much each other makes. And I said, I understand. If you're filing as a married couple, but you can file separate. That was the point I was making. So I'm saying that if you file jointly, sure, you're going to know. But if you don't file jointly, you're not going to know. Unless I tell you how much it is. Filing, it says filing separately is based on someone owing debt. And it would hurt the other spouse. I see. So Charmaine says she filed jointly, but her husband still don't know how much she make. Charmaine, you must be making some extra money somewhere. Charmaine must have make some extra money. Charmaine, how you don't know how much you make, Charmaine? Charmaine, you have to give us a secret. Charmaine says that she's filing jointly. And the husband don't know how much money she make. Anywho. Maybe give Anthony a moment.
What are you talking about?
Your clavicle. Your collarbone.
I got something on me?
No. Your collarbone is sexy. I don't know if it's the light.
Boy, stop.
No, seriously.
Anthony, cut it out.
Like, no. It's just, here, take.
What?
Like, I don't know if it's the light hitting it or you've been using a new body.
This was unnecessary. This was the most unnecessary scene I've seen in a lifetime. But this was what was going on.
Well, why don't you go in the bathroom, freshen up, and then let me get back to that collarbone.
Well, congratulations, babe.
Thank you, boy.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what the look was. I don't want to tell you how much we make. Angela Paul, we answer the question. Angela Paul asked the question. What was the question, Angela Paul? Angela Paul asked me a question. O'Neal, why won't Anton and Amber file taxes together? Because him don't want her to know how much money he make. It's not beneficial to file taxes separately unless one spouse owes a debt. This is what I would say to filing separately. What I would say is, but David, you know more than me. I just come to realize that I guess it depends. But maybe you're a CPA, so I won't say much. I'll leave the tax thing, which part it is. Because tax is kind of funny. I'll leave the tax thing, which part it is. Taxes is kind of funny. So we know now that Anthony hides some money. We're sure that he's hiding some money. We're sure we can confirm I hide something. We're sure we can confirm right now that Anthony is hiding some money. Can we confirm that Anthony is hiding some money? Can we confirm this? Can we confirm this? Totally no. No, we're sure there is no mistake about that the theater have some backdoor dealings with it. It depends on what your CPA tell you. When it comes to taxes, it depends on what your CPA tell you. I don't want to give out any tax advice because I'm not a tax expert. So I don't give out a tax advice. But I would just leave at it depends on what the CPA tell you. Now let's skip the front of this skit because I think the thread behind this skit, the lesson in this skit, which is a different lesson, is on deadbeat fathers. So, more ask a question to the ladies them, right? Who cares? Both got money. That's right. More ask a question to the ladies them. Is there a deadbeat mantra is there a deadbeat, I'm going to say mantra, in our black community? I'm going to start right there, so. I tell you today, so we kind of discuss the topics that we them have. Right now, the skits them all over the place, so it is what it is. We'll discuss the topic. Is there a deadbeat mantra? Is there a deadbeat mantra in our black community? Deadbeat daddy. We are talking about deadbeat father. Because they've given, and I'm saying this because them give Anthony the deadbeat daddy tag, right? They're trying to give him the deadbeat daddy tag, and I think that's what they're trying to discuss in this. I think that's what I'm going to try to discuss in this entire piece, which is the deadbeat daddy tag. The idea is to see exactly how the deadbeat daddy tag work, what happened to it, stuff like that. That's where they are with it. It's a stigma. Well, we can call it a deadbeat stigma. Is there a deadbeat mantra running through our black community? Why it affects Anthony like this? And I'm gonna talk with it eventually. David and John Green, please step out because this is where we need to discuss with the ladies them. If this exists or not. Faye, welcome to the chat. Ashley Moore, welcome to the chat. Is there a deadbeat daddy tag? Deadbeat father, you know what I mean? Black man can easily get the label. Once you're black, the deadbeat daddy go for you. So Angela Atkinson says, if you're taking care of your child, how can you be called a deadbeat father? How? By a vindictive mother. You can be called a deadbeat father if the mother believes that you're not doing what she wants you to do. You can get the tag. And because you're not there to defend yourself, you could get that tag. You could get that stigma. Because the funny thing is that I want to tell y'all that them actually not far off with this storyline with the deadbeat tag. Because I think it is used very loosely. Very, very loosely. Angela Ross said it goes for it if you're a deadbeat. We know that Anthony isn't a deadbeat, you know. I want you to understand what I'm saying. But the tag of deadbeat is very easily brought up. The writer's putting out the wrong thing. I don't know if they're putting out the wrong thing on this one, you know, Angela Atkinson. This one is not very far off. Exactly. That's right, David. Scorned women will call a man deadbeat. And the thing is, when the man is not there to defend himself, he has to take that deadbeat tag. I don't know if y'all saw Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin was talking about his mother and him father and him talk about the mere fact that him never have the same. His father wasn't the right father and the mother never told him. She never tell him. She gave the child to somebody else. She never told him. So she made it seem as though Kirk Franklin's father was a deadbeat man and him never even knows him of a kid. There you go. Veronica said, not only scorned women. Me like that, Veronica. Talk to them, Veronica. Talk to them. Fee, welcome to the chat. It's the easiest card to pull. The easiest card to pull is that you're a deadbeat father. The easiest card to pull. It's not just Anthony that this is a vulnerable topic for now. The reason why I push back, I think, is because internally, the topic hits us black men very, very easily. If a black man don't spend some money on a kid for a week, he become a deadbeat father. It don't take nothing for a black man lose the status of a good father to become deadbeat father. That's the good side of things, yeah, see, David. And we know you have those good parts too of it. But then I discuss the deadbeat situation. Because what Shayla is doing is not a far off. I've seen this trick before in real life. It doesn't make it true, but the thing is, guess what? If you have 10 and 20 different people out here just doing things and you can't defend yourself, how that work? We know you have men who, and you hold on. John Green says, yes, you have a lot of young black men that just don't want to work and take care of their children. And you also have a lot of young white men and young Hispanic men, and you might have some Asian men as well who don't take care of their kids. But the deadbeat tag seems to stick more from black men than anybody else. There you go. See, David says, then I've seen men who pay child support, see their children and the mother still calls him a deadbeat because he has a new woman around the child. That's the point I'm raising. All of a sudden, him a deadbeat, even if he paid the child support and he's been having a great relationship with the child. Those are the things I'm talking about. And she gets to go on Instagram. She gets to go up on Facebook. And trust me, when you look in the comments, a lot of women agree with her. So it's not like the percentage is small. If the percentage was small, I'm going to understand. But it's not. I know you're saying that, John Green, but let's stop here. So right now, it feels like, I know the topic they're raising. The topic they're raising is, the ease with which a black man can be called a deadbeat. And I think that what they're showing is, they're showing Anthony as the typical black man who has a programming or a stigma that is attached to them that they must overcome. It's like, okay, it is very similar to the tag of education, where the rest of society think that once it's a black person, they're not all that much educated. Their first take is that they're not educated. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Just like, I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you guys saw this. Where the tennis player, may I tell you that these stigmas exist. Hold on. The stigmas, them exist. The stigma, just like the stigma of education with black people, right? The first thing you're going to think is, we're not educated enough. I want y'all to watch this. I'm going to show y'all just clips of this. I want y'all to take a look at this. This was just the other day. This just happened recently. Where this player, she don't know the woman from Adams and she call her uneducated. Just like that, she call her uneducated because she's black. Why? Because she's black. Should have never call a Chinese person that. I never seen them do this to Asian people. I've never seen them done this to anybody else. I'm just saying that there are little stigmas that are around. Yes, me see it. So me I wonder if this is one of those stigmas. That's why I'm asking about the stigmas, you know. There are certain threads that run in our society for no reason at all. But they come there. When Townsend beat her, she was upset. And because she upset, she says she uneducated. Now, David said he need to spend a little more time. David may agree with that. Could he spend more time with his child? Yes, he could. But then, David, my pushback would be, but you're also saying that he has to come to your house to spend time. In case, my pushback would be, David, he has to come to your house to spend time. So the thing is, if Anthony always has to go to your house to spend time with Kai, then that doesn't give him much time to spend with him anyways. The question is, when can he spend time with him at his house? You see, and that's what I'm saying. You can't hold on upon your son or daughter, which is sometimes what some of the women them do. You have a good father coming around, you hold on upon the kid. Well, you have to come see him. All right, when we get a chance to see him. But she a complain every time him pick up, every time him say him go and carry the son over. Remember now, David, the other day he asked her about having the child come over to spend time at the house. And she said no. Let us not forget this. The man said, "Me pick up my child so I can spend some time with him." And she said no. So how that work? There you go. See, Angela Atkinson talking about that. Hold on, man. Hold on. David, you know, that is a good argument you're making, you know, but I think the argument that is going to get blasted. I think so. Hold on. Hold on, David. I'll find the clip for you. David, I'm going to find the clip. David, pay attention. Run in on it, David. David, taking your kid to the park are just one thing. You now have it. Come on, David. Come on. David, me know I spend time
when someone fails to pay their...
More can spend full time, like the entire night. I agree with somebody else, but no, it can't be.
And I'm proud that you're the mother of my son.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I care about you. I care about my son. And I'm sorry. Shayla, I love you.
Hold on, David.
What are you doing here, Anthony? Like,
It means that I truly care about you, and I didn't want to hurt you. And I think I want you to know that. And I don't want Kai getting in the middle of our mess. So I think that Kai needs both of his parents in his life. Right? Can we agree on that?
David, watch this.
So I would think that it would be beneficial for Kai that sometimes he comes over to my house and, you know, is around Amber.
Listen to that, David. This was what I'm talking about. He did ask for Kai to spend some time, and she said no. One Journey, thank you very much for the super chat. One Journey super chat said, number one, the IRS looks at income of the parents and how much support their family. And how they support their family. Women want government housing. Man cannot live in there. So One Journey is talking about the whole idea of the father. Hold on, somebody else mentioned about the father. Thank you very much, One Journey, for this super chat. Number one, the IRS looks at the income of the parents, how they support their family. Women want government housing, and man cannot live in there. Let's discuss this. It's a big topic. I know it's a vulnerable topic, but we'll discuss it. Somebody said, hold on. Yes, there are stigmas. However, I personally know black men who do not pay child support. This is the problem in our community. However, in this kid, Anthony is taking care of his child. So let me push back a little bit. Let me push back a little bit on child support and taking care of a kid. Let me push back a little bit. And I'm not pushing back because I'm trying to save the men who genuinely don't want to pay. Because there are men out there who genuinely don't want to pay. But there are also men who cannot afford to pay child support. Them just can't afford it. Whether they're on a job or not, them can't afford to pay child support. They cannot afford to pay child support. Them can afford to pay something, but them can't afford to pay the $1,000 that they're asking them to pay. And again, hold on, again, and this is what I'm saying again. Here comes the stigma again. And we alone this got to. I've never seen this gone to white men or to Hispanic men or to Asian men or to Indian men. It feels like it's a black thing. So now you're talking, David. David saying no. What Sandra say? Sandra, what you say, Sandra? Anthony needs to put his foot down. That is true. That is true. Even if you put him foot down because it's out of pocket. That is true. Anthony, if you take her to court and take a DNA test, that is also true. These parts are what he can do. I understand what I talk about. I know the topic we're discussing about. These parts are also very, very true. Him can carry go court for true. Remember, you know, ladies, the court system is designed. It was designed in a time when women had no rights. The court system was designed in a time when women had no rights. So a lot of the laws are old laws. What if the child support laws are old laws? They're laws from the 1800s. Jamaica have some of the old dinosaur laws too. No, Jamaica have some of the old dinosaur laws as well. When I take my child, I'll pay, when I take my child, I'll pay child support. It sounds like he is your son, so you take care of him. There you go. Mother said that too. But then the court would have stepped in, David, on this behalf and says, well, we don't care what's going on because she's already living with the child. We don't care what you're up to. Pay child support. That's how the court works. The funny thing is, that's how the court's going to do it. That's why I'm asking about the deadbeat daddy tag, you know. Let me see if I can find something out. What is the average child support payment of a black man? Let me ask a question there. What is the average child support payment of a black man? What is the average child support payment? Let's work at this. The average child support, there's no specific on this. So fine, we have to go try and use data and work the data. The average child support payment for fathers is around $430 to $721. Yeah, but if it is child support, David, him have to go to child support court. Child support court and custody court is two different courts. The child support court don't care. They don't care about none of the other things you're talking about. You'll have to go in custody court and solve that first, then come back to child support court. The woman can just file child support and put up on child support just like that. So the average child support payment is around $430 to $721. So let's do the math here. I'm going to show you exactly how this works out when the deadbeat daddy tag is worked. So we're recording that. $430. What is the average income? What is the average income of a black man? What is the average income of a black man? The average income of a black man weekly is that. Okay, so let's work on it. The average weekly income of a black man is $935. The average weekly income. I want y'all to look at this. The average weekly income, Edwin, welcome to the chat. We're going to discuss some real topics here. Is $935. Multiply that by 4. That's $3,700. $3,740. No. Remember, we have an average child support payment now. Hold on. See, somebody said in New York, it's 18% of your salary. So the average payment is $720 divided by $3,740, which is about 19% of your salary. 19%. The average black man makes $3,000. 19% of him pay is already gone. And remember that housing is very, very, very much what you call expensive. Him have to go live. He need to make sure he can move around. He need to get back to and from work. I'm just showing y'all, how it's easy for people to say, well, him deadbeat, whatever the deal is. But then, does he make enough? And again, ladies, I'm not talking about the men who don't want to pay anything. I'm not talking about them, man. We know say have them man in a category. Them a rub out their hand middles. Football game on no worse, Billy. Go ahead. I'm going to be on pretty soon. You guys see this? We say most time money is busy, more show a lot. But I'm just showing you how easy it is. A black man can easily get the deadbeat daddy tag. What is the average? What is the average rent in America? So a black man will make $3,000, right? And him rent is $1,600. $3,740 minus $1,600. He's left with $2,140. Let's minus him child support payment of $720. That gives us $1,420. So if you have to work a whole heap for overtime, you're right, you know, Diana, that's what's going on. You have to work a whole heap for overtime to get it going. I'm just showing you. So what is there is a stigma on black men. We don't earn a whole heap of money. We just don't. We don't earn a whole heap of money. It goes by the income. I'm just saying that black men don't earn a lot of money anyways. So of course, them now can provide as much as people is talking about. That's all I'm saying. O'Neal, do child support cover the deadbeat daddy title? If you pay child support, you're not supposed to be called a deadbeat father. I think so. If you're asking a man to pay child support and him pay the child support, you're right, David. So maybe that's a good question. Vanswell is asking a question. Vanswell have a question, and Vanswell, very good question. If you pay if a man pays child support, can he be called a deadbeat daddy? There you go. So let's say the man child support is $720 and him pay the child support. Is he a deadbeat dad? Come ladies, talk to me. Can he get the title? Can he get the deadbeat daddy title? Him pay the child support. Whatever the child support is, him pay it. Can he get the deadbeat daddy title? Look at the chat right now. Look on the chat. More want y'all to look at the chat to see how differently we think about this. This is one of those topics where I've come to realize is not universal. People have different thought processes on it. Money and attention is completely different to the child. But the question now is, though, one journey. I'm just pushing on this. My question, though, is this. If I have to work very hard just to pay the child support, meaning I have to do it for overtime and I don't have a lot of skills, then how am I going to spend time with the child? Let's just say my child support bill high. My child support is $700. And I just showed you a while ago, if you live expensive. So now I have to work a lot of overtime. What if me have to work a lot of overtime? What if a man has to work? What if he has to work a lot of overtime? What if he has to work a lot of overtime? What if my work all for overtime? Then what? I'll be welcome to the chat. What if the man have to work all for overtime? Or what if he's a traveling businessman? Aha! What if he's a traveling businessman? Him always up on the road. We're discussing the topic of deadbeat daddy right now, Abby. If you're just coming in. Guys, hit the like button. We don't have enough likes in here today. We need at least 100. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, like David said. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, friends. Hit the like button. We don't have enough likes. Come, guys. This is going to go out to the internet, so make your voices heard. I want y'all to know that when we discuss these topics, they blast out to the internet. People, watch this. You still have to make time for the child. Then get some free time. Somebody said get some free time. It's the quality of the time. We women must keep that in mind. It's more to just than paying money. It's spending time with the child. Maybe that was Anthony's father's situation, because remember Anthony's mom passed away. So he did not spend a lot of time with him. Thank you very much, Charmian. Thank you for identifying that. His mother passed away and now all the burden is left on the father. How you going to have time for the child? That's like a single mother who barely sees the child. What's the difference? Rooster Nation watching us right now? Is Rooster Nation watching us right now? Them are watching it? Angelina watching live right now. Tell her to show herself. Come in, guys. Put in your 2 cents. Let me hear what you think. The people want to know the verdict is out. Somebody, Charmian said, maybe the reason why Anthony's like this is because his mother died. The story is his mother died and his father had to work very hard. And because his father had to work very hard to take care of the household, he didn't see his father. I'm not saying, I'm not disputing when you guys say the mother works too. I'm not disputing these things. I'm just saying, because I give you some scenarios of the thing. Remember now, ladies, when a man goes on child support, if he not pay the child support, they will do a lot of things to him. I think it's like a felony if you not pay it, and then they can't close on your passport, you can't travel, them are gonna dig in your account. Y'all must not be used to paying child support. When you don't pay child support, that's serious business, When you don't pay child support, you have people that look for you every 2 seconds somebody looking for you. You are under the gun. You're under the gun when you don't pay child support, We know it's a Shayla and a work, man, but them a try to show the deadbeat daddy tag. That's why Angelina keep using it. Is their now go-to with Anthony. Is them go-to. Whenever they want to get Anthony in line, them use the deadbeat daddy tag. And so that's why I highlighted it. And I say, you know what, we're going to just discuss the topics them what they have. And the topic with Angelina today was Anthony being a deadbeat father. Even though him just pay $15,000 per one party. Then beg him for the 15 grand, him pay the 15 grand, and now he's being...
You know what? You don't even have the common sense to just have a seat over there and be with your son.
I'm showing you where it come from.
Anthony, I need to ask you one small thing.
And what is that, Angelina?
Don't switch up on Kai. Please.
Switch up. What do you mean?
Oh, don't. You know, weaponizing competence is really a thing, but let's not play that game here. I know that Amber is your top player now, so I'm sure that puts Kai on the sideline or maybe just on the bench somewhere. But I'm asking you, because you're really not the man I thought you were, or that you promised that you would be, the father that you would be, the man that you would be to Shayla.
That's what she said. I know that Anthony is not your, I know that Kai is not your star player anymore. And I know that you're, all of a sudden have Amber on top, but don't switch up. This is what's going on. The guilt trip, you're sure not working. It works some of the times them. They get him to sit down. She reprimanded him like a school child. How is Kai on the sideline when they won't allow him to see Kai? I mean, I don't know, but this is what they say. I'm just showing you how them work the deadbeat daddy tag. Even though him just paid $15,000. He said, you want a man go jail? It doesn't matter. They are saying that Anthony is not there for his child. He's a deadbeat father. Basically, they must say him are the same thing like him father. Face of the child or children must be number one. That's true, Faye. I'm not saying nay. But isn't Kai number one? Them don't want him to stay over the other house. So, okay, which is more important? The time for the child or the money for the child? Because y'all now start confuse me. Some people say the time, some people say the money. Which is more important? Which is more important for a child? Here we go. Time or money? Which one? Which one? Let's say of the father. Which one I prefer him spending the child? Time or more money? Time or more money? Let's say I am the father of your child. And for me to pay the child support or to pay whatever it is, right? It requires me to go work a very long, extraneous job. Somewhere out in the sea, because people work like that. Out in the sea, and them always have me working. That is what requires for me to give you the money. It's either that, or I'm going to work at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to make minimum wage. I will not have the money, but I'll have the time. Come on, I work at Dollar Tree. Let's say I work at Dollar Tree. You choose me. I can put it down very well. I put it down. We got a baby. And my dollar, all me making is the Dollar Tree salary. McDonald's then, whatever it is. Me I work at McDonald's, Dollar Tree, whatever you want to call it. Whichever one. How much do you get paid working for the Dollar? It's the only job I can get. $3. $15 an hour may I make. $15 an hour. $15 an hour may I make. May I make $15 an hour. $15. 15 times 160. So I make $2,400. Rent in California right now is very, very expensive. I don't think we can pay for, I'm close to can't pay for anywhere with that. But anyway, I don't think we can pay for the way in California too. Well, let's just have a find a little, a shack for $1,500. I have $900 left. And by the way, I never take out taxes yet because the taxman we want to feed taxes. Both is nice. People are say both. But sometimes, guys, I'm just being real, you know. Sometimes you know, I can't spend both at the time there. Them still are complain. If you do wrong, they complain. Even if you call the Father's name just the same, what they want us to do. Don't they know it is nothing new? Why don't they do what they want and you do my thing? I should be thankful. Lord God. $7.25. Wait a minute, let me still make the money there. $7.25 an hour. It's for the child. Charmin, the time enough you at the time for the child. Charmin, under the time enough for you, the time for the child, Charmin. By the way, case if you don't pay child support in Barbados, you can go to jail. I think you can go to jail here too. All right. Fine. We're going to come out of that topic. May I segue? I'm going to segue. Rolanda wants to do something special for Anthony. She decides that she wants to do something nice for Anthony all of a sudden. So my question is, right? The question is this. Do you have to do something nice? Do you have to do something nice for your business partner? All of a sudden, Rolanda decides that she wants to do something special for Anthony. We don't know what has prompted this from her. Maybe, you know, she's acting up again.
He did a good job with this one.
Yes, he did.
He did. We got to give him that. And but I was there before him. Me and you had been making some money together. So
Well, we're not talking about you. But I was thinking, though, on the way here, what do you think about us, I don't know, doing something nice for him?
he getting his percentage of the money too. I was confused.
This was absolutely crazy because in business, you just get a percentage and you move on. I didn't know that we have to throw a party for you because you do your job. Rolanda wants us to throw Anthony a party for doing his job. Can you imagine that I come onto the live stream and say, guys, I don't care. You guys need to do something nice for me for coming live. For what? Listen to me. Somebody need to come get Rolanda, please. Please.
Right. But he brought it to us. He brought us the deal, even though it was our group thing. It was our partnership. But had it not been for him, we wouldn't be where we are, Wayne.
No, Rolanda, I know good goddamn well you ain't asking me. You want to do something extra for him? What you trying to do?
Nothing big. Just to show appreciation. That's it. That's it. Just a little small token of appreciation and love. That's it.
That's crazy. You ain't never did nothing to appreciate me. I'm about to cry.
She's never appreciated Wayne anyway, anyhow. And all of a sudden, Rolanda has decided that she want to appreciate Anthony. For what? I wish somebody would appreciate me every single time I make a success in my business. Can you imagine? She want to do a little extra. Something a little extra. I would love to know exactly why this is so.
I'm not doing that, man. No.
Why?
Nah.
And why do you have to make everything about you? This is about, come on now.
Man, I'm not doing that extra. I appreciate everything Anthony did, but man, we already split the money. That's enough.
Okay, I'll do it and then I'll say. Then
God, dog, Rolando,
come on.
you serious?
Okay, no, I am serious.
So you want to do something special? Okay.
This is what you do. It's called common courtesy. It's called
Rolanda, man, that
proper
man got
etiquette.
you, man.
It is not.
Anthony be doing to y'all?
Is this common courtesy? Is this common courtesy? Is it common courtesy to be giving out special gifts for when people do business? I did not know this was a thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not doing business properly. The business people I'm never chat need to come in right now. The business people I'm need to take on this. David, me need to hear from you. Come on, the business people them. Seek thy wisdom, talk to me, man. Because Rolanda is saying some things where not even me never know these things existed. Common courtesy. Rolanda say it's common courtesy that when you and your business partner them going and them do a little deal, you're supposed to be going above and beyond for them. Common courtesy. So, these kids, how much people have at least one person who they stop thinking for? Me don't know. It's common obsession. David, maybe me don't know David. David, Angela Atkinson, maybe y'all have something for me. Seek thy wisdom might have something. Abby might have something. Abby, talk to me. Is this how you're doing business? As well as my business partner. So every time a business partner, me no know, do something them supposed to do, we are supposed to celebrate. Is that right? As a group, we can celebrate. Then now say it's as a group, they must say they want to do something special for Anthony. So in other words, they are making a big cake with Anthony's name on it. A big cake with the name Anthony on it. So they might make a cake like this. Rolanda said she want to get one cake. Just like this. We say Anthony. Me don't know what. They must say we need to get a cake like this and put Anthony name on it. Abby said she have a spouse. Him find a buyer. Abby said she may not be the person to ask because she biased. So we know say Abby in a row. Abby there for Rolanda. Rolanda straight with the foolishness. Abby and Rolanda in the same boat. So we know say Abby will do the same thing. Fee, where you say Fee? I thought it was a team effort to me. Never know say it was an Anthony thing. I didn't know it was an Anthony thing. I thought it was like a team effort. That's what I thought it was. Wayne found the data and gave it to them without having to invest. They thought we forgot. Of course, that's what it is. And him say it. Him say, oh, it is that. Him not gonna praise.
Come on, what you mean?
You ain't, come on, I ain't, Rolona, I got to speak in the how I speak it. This is me, I ain't even talking behind your back, so I'm talking in your face. What have that man did to you?
He put some money in my pocket. That's
So
exactly
I ain't
what
put no
he's
money in
done.
your pocket?
Yeah, you have, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute, and this is big.
You forgot who even set up the whole theater from the first place. I'm the
No, you
root.
brought it. I know, but he's closing it out, and we're getting more than what we. Come on now, and we were putting out a lot of money every month.
You know the type of person you are? I'm a person to build your house, and you'll get the credit to the one that put one shingle on there.
No,
You'll praise the shingle.
No, I will appreciate it.
That's what I think it is. Wayne is correct that Anthony, that Rolanda is it looks like Rolanda is hypnotized. Something happened to her. Something is going on with Rolanda. Something is going on with Rolanda. Is Rolanda hypnotized by Anthony? She must be hypnotized by Anthony. There's no way people can tell me, say, Rolanda not hypnotized. Wayne is the root cause. This for Rolanda to be asking for the moon and back. Wayne was the root. The man said it's like it. Boy, I tell you, I don't know how she work this.
You'll praise the shingle instead of the builder.
No, for real, Wayne.
Yeah.
I just think.
All right, Ro. Yes, whatever you want to do, as long as it ain't costing no money.
It's not gonna cost a lot.
Just enjoy the trees, man. God,
Well, thank you.
She disgusting. Rolanda has gotten disgusting. Maybe Rolanda has been, you know. What did you say, Goddess London? Stigmatized. Is it the D? Is it because of the D? Rolanda is hypnotized by something. We don't know what it is, but it's something. Hypnotized by the money. We don't know. We don't know what has taken over Rolanda, but something has happened to Rolanda. Maybe Rolanda is falling off of her game. Is Rolanda falling off her game? Charmaine said Rolanda throwing her hat in the ring. Somebody said Rolanda want to put on the maid dress. Should we get Rolanda a maid outfit? You know what? Since as Rolanda is this active when it comes to Anthony, maybe, chat, maybe. Should we get Rolanda a maid outfit? Should we order? Rolanda a maid. Should we order Rolanda a maid outfit? That is the question. Rolanda is pushing it. If you ask, Rolanda really is pushing it. Rolanda is pushing it right now. Rolanda really are push it. Should we order her a maid outfit? The levels them Rolanda there right now. Me think me have to order her a maid outfit because Rolanda. The levels. Granny rule, man. Rolanda has gone too far. She's gone too far in all of this. She has gone too far. David, me don't know what going on with Rolanda right now, but the only thing we can say to Rolanda right now is Rolanda has joined Rooster Nation. Rolanda is secretly becoming a rooster. Rolanda is secretly becoming a rooster. Rolanda is secretly joining Rooster Nation. Secretly, Rolanda is joining the platoon of roosters. We don't know what happened to Rolanda, but Rolanda, none of you just coming in case you're just coming in. What's happening is that Rolanda apparently wants to do a bunch of special things for Anthony all of a sudden. She wants to do a bunch of special things, and we don't know why. She just out of the blues. Out of the blues, she wants to do these special things for Anthony, and we're starting to think, you know what? Maybe Rolanda wants to put on one of these maid outfits. Maybe she wants to put on one of these maid outfits. She back in her. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Each day through my window, I watch and as he passes by. And that's you say? I say to myself, I'm such a lucky. It was just my imagination running away with me. Oh, it was just my imagination running away with me. We do not know what's going on with Ro, man. We don't know. Is it that or maybe Ro is just, maybe she's just like, you know what? Maybe the ladies them know. Maybe the ladies them know. Is Rolanda in need of something special? There you go. Is Rolanda in need of something special? Is Rolanda in need of something special? And y'all know what I'm talking about when we say something special. The thump the ashes and just get Anthony and say, oh, young man, young man, young man. Just have Anthony with a cigarette butt. Young man, young man, young man. Two. Two. Stop the ashes about young man, young man. My back has been. She's tired of the rules. She's tired of the rules. Anthony, young man, young man. Sir, Rolanda need a little TLC. Somebody need to outrow fire. We need a fire extinguisher right now for Rolanda fire because Rolanda fire. One journey, have a bunch of wood up in the chat. Please, one journey, behave yourself. Or should we call for Rashal? Should we get Rashal in to take care of Rolanda? Should we, you know, that's a good question. Somebody said the Golden Town. Should we call Rashal to help row out? Should we call Rashal? Should we go send for Rashal? Should we call Rashal? Is this looks like a job for? Help! Help! This looks like a job for? Super tongue. Wait, ma'am, are you in danger? Ma'am, are you in danger? Rolanda, are you in danger? Wait, ma'am, this looks like a job for... Super tongue. I'm done. The point of the matter is this: Rolanda is getting out of hand. The point is that Rolanda is getting out of hand. That's all I'm saying. Done. I'm gonna be myself. Rolanda has become a rooster. I don't know how, but she's some way, somehow become a rooster. Anyways,